Now, Sadaka, you've seen me, you've seen Palesa, but you've not seen the gentle, sweet gent that's by my side cooking with me today. The one and only Chef Jay Bagels. Woohoo! How are you, my friend?
Girl, there's a reason I call you Too-Milicious, because you always look so damn delicious. I just want to put you on a plate and have you as a snack. How about that?
Yes! What a perfect way to start the show. Thank you, my friend. You're always looking gorgeous. But today we're keeping it slightly healthier, right? We're doing those healthier meals that taste good, but also are good for your body. And the one thing that we all like to enjoy is bread. Now, shop-bought bread can be loaded with salt, sugar, and all those preservatives. And this healthy homemade Golden Cloud bread that we're about to make now is the on-the-go bread that is perfect for your breakfast, your lunch, and that in-between day snack that you want to have. This recipe that we're about to make will show you how to make your own healthier bread in less than 1 hour, and it is packed with healthy ingredients. Friend, please lead us the way, because we love bread, and a lot of people say carbs are not healthy for you. Show us how to make our carbs work in our favor.
Awesome, and I'm glad you're starting the segment with that, to me, because we're using Golden Cloud brown bread wheat flour, which is awesome. It's got added fiber, which is good for your gut, aids in digestion, and that's a nice way to put into your bread and not have the heaviness that you usually have. So let's get cracking. So I've got my brown bread flour from Golden Cloud in my bowl. I'm going to go with about 75 grams of mixed nuts. We've got sunflower seeds, pumpkin seed, linseed seeds. You can use any kind of seeds that you have available.
And the great thing is that they're also very good in those good oils, because they're also like, they've got good oils in them. So as much as we're getting the flour, that's also good for you, we're also adding those seeds and all that goodness into you, which also helps with the texture as well, right?
Also helps with texture. Bread is all about different textures and you know, really experiencing different sort of like levels of flavor inside them. And what I love about these seeds to me is as they bake, they release, as you said, good oils, adding to the crunch, the flavor. I'm going to go in with some rosemary over here. I'm not bothering to chop it up too much. I like, you know, having that
biting into it.
And a soda bread is usually quite a rustic kind of bread to me, so we're not going to fuss around that. Some salt into the bread, some honey, as Chef Chart likes to say. That's just going to add a little bit of sweetness into the bread. Some Greek-style yogurt goes in, and then just enough milk. We're using a dairy-free milk just to hold back on the dairy in this recipe. And then I'm just going to give this a stir, Tooms. Now, you have some slices over there. Talk us through the texture, the flavor that you're getting from this bread.
Before we get too far, I just got the smell that came from that rosemary that you put in there, and it smells absolutely amazing, because it actually invites you to taking a bite into it. So just to keep with that sort of slightly healthier vibe, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a couple of toppings to it. I've got some hummus. As we all know, hummus is made with chickpeas, so that is also good for you. So, I mean, this is where you get creative. You could literally, we're adding some roasted peppers into this, and I see that we've cut them up, but I actually am a fan of roasted pepper, so I don't mind eating it as it is, as a whole, yabo? And then into that, we're also just gonna put some rocket, which is for me one of my favorite, and then just finish it off with some red onions. But friend, going back to the bread that you're making there, and we mentioned that it's a on-the-go bread, meaning it doesn't need to be kneaded, it doesn't need to prove. How then are you gonna be getting the rise from your bread in this instance?
So remember, to me, baking is a science, and we're going to see the science in this bread because I've added a little bit of bicarb. Now, in the baking process, the bicarb reacts with the acids in both the yogurt and the milk, and that reaction causes it to spring back, Tooms. And you can see this is a very shaggy dough. Okay, I've just placed it on my baking tray, no kneading required. But what I love to do, Tooms, is I take the back of a knife. Okay, and I'm just going to cross it like that. Now, what this does is increases the surface area. So the heat is going to go into those little crevices I've created, allowing the bread to bake even quicker.
Wow.
Okay, so into the oven, 180 degrees for about 50 to an hour. Remember to check the base, and if it
sounds hollow, it's ready.
It's ready.
Well, friend, I just took a bite of that bread. It is delicious. The toppings are tasty. And all I just want to say, South Africa, if you want to get your hands on this recipe, all you got to do is go to afternoonexpress.co.za. That's it.